Hey crypto bros, hope you guys are having a great day wherever you are and you're enjoying the current state of the market. Before we get started into this video, give this video a thumbs up. It does help me out a lot, lets me know you guys are enjoying the content I'm coming out, and consider subscribing if you are brand new here. We come out with crypto videos that are TA and news driven. Alright, let's go ahead and get started into the video. Now, this is the second time I'm actually going live because for some reason you guys weren't able to hear me. I was having a little bit of technical difficulty, but that's okay. We'll make the stream again and kind of go from there. Now, the current crypto fear and greeting index is showing at a 9. Okay, so this is a 5-point tick up from where we were at 4 from yesterday. So a little bit of confidence is coming back into the market, but again, we have a long way to go before we actually start to reach those levels again where we were a few months back. It's going to take time, guys. Everything takes time, especially when you have a down spill the way you just did. A lot of confidence is being crushed, and there's a lot of blood on the streets, and it's very, very hard to see that, like, it's really, really hard to see that there is any type of hope in the market. So you got to stay level-headed, but at the same time, understand that, look, there are opportunities in the market, and we have to kind of take advantage of those opportunities and go from there. But again, let's go ahead and take a look at the Bitcoin chart, see what trends and patterns we're seeing at the moment. So what I'm seeing at the moment is that Bitcoin is kind of building the same pattern we saw here, where we had that big spill down to the $17,000 area. And if that's the case, right, we're kind of building this structure again, okay, like zigzagging in these price ranges of $20,000 to $21,000 area, then we could have another spill to the $14,000-15,000 area. Because if we extrapolate the current drop that we had here, right, we had about a 40% dip, and we were to, let's say, to have another 40% spill, that would put us right around these target areas of $13,000 to $14,000 areas, right? So, and then kind of working our way to that target area of $10,000 to $11,000 that everybody is talking about and that they think is the bottom. But again, is this the same structure that we are kind of building? This will take about a few weeks, 3 to 4 weeks for it to actually play out. Because if you look at it here, this structure took from 11th of May all the way to around, let's say, June 9th to kind of complete. So just about a month for this structure to actually form. And that could take us to end of, the mid or the July 20th for that structure to actually complete. Again, we're gonna be probably consolidating, boring some people out. But if we were to break to the upside, right, our upside target resistance would be the $25,000 area. Again, we need to get above that $25,000 area. I think we can definitely do that, because really there is not much here as a resistance for us, right? So it's very key that we do over time get back to above $25,000 and kind of work our way, and the next resistance line would come in around the $30,000 to $32,000 area, which is our other key target resistance that we've been kind of discussing on this channel for quite some time here. But again, we gotta give it time. We gotta see where this market can actually head from here, and especially with consumer confidence or institutional confidence coming back into the market, we can see these target areas being met at that moment. But again, we have to see where that volatility takes us, guys. So that is the most important key thing here. So one thing I want to shift to is the ruble, the Russian currency, which is on a tear right now, right? It's making kind of higher highs and higher lows on the daily, and we're kind of being met at a resistance at the moment at the upper side of 2-cent area, and we're kind of breaking some key resistance area that we haven't broke since 6-7 years ago, right? This trend line is coming in all the way from 2015, and we saw a downspill in price in the currency of ruble, again with the war with Ukraine and Russia and what's happening there. This kind of reminds me of what happened with the pandemic lows, right? We're seeing this V-shaped recovery. So if we go back into the Bitcoin chart, we go on the weekly here, you kind of be able to see that a lot better. So this happened during the 2020 lows here. So I'm just gonna zoom in, guys, so you can actually see this a lot better. So you can see that V-shaped recovery kind of took place right here, guys. Right around there, we saw this V-shaped recovery, and we know what happened. We started that bull market in Bitcoin and other crypto assets. But at the moment, this is what's kind of happening. We're seeing that V-shaped recovery in the ruble gaining strength, and I think they understand that. Look, oil prices are at all-time high. They're skyrocketing, historic levels for oil. And at the moment, they're kind of leveraging that against the world and what's happening with the current economic landscape. Look, they know what's going on. Okay, Putin is playing this role. He understands he has big leverage against Europe, against North America, and you're seeing that basically happen. At any time we have news like a war breaking out or anything happening, right, we get these downspill over exaggerations in the market. Not that, war is over exaggeration. I'm just saying that the market reacts in a way that scares a lot of people off, and they don't think about the bigger picture, right? And they're just trying to get out of their currency. There was a lot of fear with the ruble, not being able to maintain itself as a dominant currency in the world. Again, we've been seeing decline with the ruble over the years, and with the sanctions and all that's have been happening. I don't want to get too much into it, but again, we're seeing this V-shaped recovery. We're seeing this resistance come in just below that 2 cent area, and if this were to kind of break out, the next really key target areas that we're looking at would be the upper side of 2 cents. So you're looking at about 3 cents for the ruble, which is very, very key. And we take a look at all currencies here at Crypto Bros. Wherever there is profits, wherever there is wealth, we look at it and we try to understand where we are in the current economic landscape. I understand Bitcoin plays a big role, but you got to look at other things as well too, other assets, to understand where we are as a whole, right? And it's very key, guys, very key. Okay, a lot of YouTubers don't talk about it, but here at Crypto Bros, we do talk about the current economic landscape and what is happening around the world, so that you can be informed and understand where to hedge yourself, right? Yes, crypto is the frontier of all currencies at the moment. But again, there is a lot of conflicts happening around the world, and you got to keep an eye on it. Let's quickly talk about Hex here. Again, we're getting that consolidation around the upper side of 2 to 3 cent area. What I would like to see is that bounce. Again, we've been discussing this on our channel, which will come at a resistance line that we've been seeing here on Hex, would be around the 4 cent area. I would like to see, again, Hex get above that 4.5 cent area for us to retest those areas of 6 to 7 cent that we've been discussing, that have been a key resistant area for us short term. Again, just the consolidation pattern. We're gonna have to wait for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then kind of go from there. So quickly, just shifting gears here. So previous bear cycles, we did not have stable coins to run into. It is easier to enter positions and exit positions, meaning liquidity stays in the market for this cycle. What if Bitcoin doesn't drop 85% and this is the bottom, guys? So are you here to take opportunity in this current state of the market, right? Are you here? You're presented with an opportunity. What if we don't get those 85% drops that we're kind of usually used to in Bitcoin land, right? Every year, every bear and bull cycles, we see that we drop 80 to 85%, even sometimes even higher. But what if we don't get that 85% drop, right? We don't come down to those levels of 10, 11,000, which would kind of put us around those areas, right? So if we come down and we test that, we're going to be met with 83 to 85%. What if we don't drop to those levels? You're presented with an opportunity. Are you going to take advantage of it? So very, very key how you guys play this out. But again, I tell you what I'm doing. I'm currently dollar cost averaging. I am taking some trades. I do have 2 portfolios. One is a trading portfolio, and the other one is a long-term DCA portfolio, right? That I hold, that I don't touch. When I say long-term, I mean 3 to 4 years down the road. So long-term mindset, long-term investment mindset, guys. So very, very key. But just to quickly discuss this, right? Because we have stable coins, we haven't had stable coins in the previous bear or bull cycles, meaning the liquidity actually stays in the market. It does not leave the market, and it's easier to enter positions and exit positions, which could mean the current landscape of crypto has changed. It has evolved. It has developed where maybe we don't see 85% drops, right? Maybe it is different this time, right? We sometimes try to say that, right? It is different this time, but we got to think about it, right? We got to look at it. Did we have stable coins in the previous bear markets and the bull markets? No, we did not. So it means there's a bit of a change in the market, right? The market has developed. It's a different beast now. It's like that Pokemon, right? You know, you're getting those, I don't know how Pokemon works, but, you know, they're kind of evolving. And this is what's happening with the market. The market is kind of evolving to new levels. We saw at one point it was basically just regular mom and pops buying Bitcoin, right? It was an underground thing with Bitcoin. Then it developed where institutionals got in. You're seeing banks get into Bitcoin, and now you're seeing stable coins, right, come into the market in the bear market, right? And people are able to exit and enter positions a lot more quicker. So meaning that maybe we don't get 85% drops. Maybe the 70% thing is the new thing for Bitcoin, right? The 70% drops is the new thing for Bitcoin. Again, just something to think about, something to make you aware of. You know, we got to look at things. We got to back test. We got to look and see, and got to be different, right? You got to be different, guys. You got to have a different mindset in this market, and yeah, kind of go from there. So again, shifting gears here, now is when you start to realize that all your idols that convinced you that holding was the best option, they don't really care about you at all. So guys, one thing we talk about at Crypto Bros here is that, listen, you got to do your own research. You got to understand the market, right? You have to understand the market for yourself. You got to put in the time, because if you don't put in the time and you just listen to, you know, these YouTube influencers, these Twitter influencers, you're going to get wrecked, guys. In 2016, 2017, when I came in this market, I got wrecked because I was listening to a lot of influencers and a lot of these, you know, YouTube and Twitter influencers, and I got wrecked. I completely got wrecked. I didn't take profits because they were telling me to hodl. I should have been taking profits. Again, you don't realize those profits until you lock it in, and that's what you got to do here at Crypto Bros. We teach this all the time on our videos, is listen, you got to take profits. We don't know if Bitcoin is the end game. We can only base it off probability. And right now, at the moment, because of inflation, with what's happening with the current economic landscape, Bitcoin is the best hedge. Hex is the best hedge. These altcoins are the best hedge because they have, some of them have limited supply. And when you have limited supply, it is the best hedge against, you know, against inflation. So again, something to keep in mind. Listen, do your own research. Understand this market is very volatile, but you got to lock in profits when the opportunity is presented to you guys. So I hope you keep that in mind for future. And I just want to leave you off with this. It will take a lot more strength and new ideas to pull Bitcoin to new levels. Market landscape has to change before this happens for the next cycle. So guys, look, we saw DeFi, we saw NFTs, we saw a lot happen in this current market, this bull market, right? And we got to see a change. We got to see new ideas come into the market before we start to make new all-time highs. There's a lot that has to happen before Bitcoin can build strength against the current downside that we are seeing. And I hope you guys can understand that. This is going to take time. The market has to mature. A lot of institutions are not happy with Bitcoin losing billions of dollars at the moment. Again, a lot of people got hurt with what happened with the UST, Celsius, all this stuff. Consumer confidence takes time to come back into the market, and the current landscape has to change. You're going to see new ideas come in, right? Maybe banks are going to start acquiring a lot of these crypto assets, okay? Meaning they're going to acquire Celsius so they can build it back up, right? So you're going to probably see new things happening, right? We saw a little bit of what happened with DAO, decentralized autonomous organizations. I think we're going to see a lot more of that. I think we're going to see a lot more of what's going to be happening with decentralized exchanges, bringing in the derivatives market, leveraging markets into kind of DEX. So these are things you got to keep in mind. Again, don't get stuck with what we saw with DeFi and this stuff. Don't get stuck there. Okay, look for new ideas, look for new coins that are changing the game. Okay, and this is the best time to do it. Once we get that consolidation pattern that we usually see with Bitcoin over time, when we do enter these bear markets, those are the times that you need to do your research. And we discuss coins here as well too. But again, you got to do your own research, guys. Everybody is biased in their own way because they are invested into it. Same with me. I am biased because I did my research and I understand where the market is heading. And that doesn't mean, look, just because you're listening to these influencers or these Twitter or YouTube influencers, it doesn't mean you can't get ideas from them. You can definitely get ideas, but at the end of the day, you got to understand the best thing is to do your own research and understand for yourself where the market is heading. And I hope that's what I teach you here, guys, is to be independent and think for yourself and use and get tools that will help you for the future and kind of go from there. Anyways, guys, I'll leave you off with that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Dev says, loving these TA. Thank you for all your updates. Hey, guys, we're here in the bear market. We're here in the bull market, and we'll continue to do these videos. If you have any coins you want me to look at, just put it in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to go over them with you and kind of go from there. Until next time, bros, as always, understand you will be profitable over time. Stay profitable, guys.